the power of one step. What if the distance between where we are today and where we want to be is not 1,000 steps? What if we only need to take one more, one decision, one attempt, one phone call, one page, one workout, one prayer, one uncomfortable conversation, and one step? Sometimes we look at our dreams and become overwhelmed how far away they seem. We see the mountain, but we forget that mountains are climbed one step at a time. We want the entire journey to make sense before we begin. But life rarely gives us the whole map. Sometimes all we are given is enough light to see the next step, and then that next step may be more powerful than we realize. Many of us are not stuck because we lack dreams. We are stuck because our dreams look too big. We say, I want to become successful, I want to change my life, I want to build something meaningful, I want to become financially independent, I want to become stronger, I want to grow spiritually, I want to become the person I know I can be. But then we look at everything required to achieve those goals, and suddenly we feel exhausted because before we even begin. We think about the years, the money, the failures, the sacrifices, the uncertainty, the competition, the possibility that things might not work, and because the destination feels so far away, we don't take the first step. But here is the truth. We don't have to finish the whole journey today. We only have to move. One small action can turn an impossible looking goal into something we actually begin. Research on sub-goals has found that breaking goals into small milestones can influence motivation and performance. So instead of asking, how will I accomplish everything? We should ask, what is the next step? One step creates movement. Imagine a car parked in a driveway. The engine is running, the destination is programmed into the GPS. The fuel tank is full, but the car never moves. And so why? Because it never leaves the parking position. Our lives can be exactly the same. We can have dreams, we can have knowledge, we can have talent, we can have plans, we can even have motivation. But none of these things matter if we never move. The first step creates movement, and once we begin moving, something changes. The goal no longer exists only in our imagination. We now have evidence that we are doing something about it. Maybe we rewrite the story or the first paragraph. Maybe we save our first amount of money. Maybe we make our first video. Maybe we read the first page. Maybe we apply for the opportunity. Maybe we wake up early for the first time. Maybe we finally start. It may look insignificant, but it is not insignificant. Starting is a victory. Because before the first step, the dream is only an idea. And after the first step, the dream becomes a journey. One of the biggest traps we face is waiting until we feel ready. Or we feel ready. We say, I shall start when I have more confidence. I shall start when I have enough money. I shall start when I understand everything. I shall start when I feel motivated. I shall start tomorrow. But tomorrow can become next week. Next week can become next month. And next month can become next year. The problem is that motivation is not always the starting point. Sometimes action comes first. Harvard Health notes that waiting for motivation can make people less likely to take the first step, especially when a goal feels overwhelming. So don't wait for the perfect motivation. Take the smallest meaningful action you can take. If we want to write a book, write one page. If we want exercise, start with a short work. If we want to learn something, study one concept. If we want to build a business, research one opportunity. If we want to improve our relationship with God, start with one prayer. The goal is not to do everything today. The goal is to begin. The first step doesn't have to be perfect. Another reason we don't take the first step is perfection. We want the perfect plan, the perfect equipment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect timing, the perfect circumstances, but perfect can become another form of postponing. Our first step may be messy, it may be uncomfortable, it may be small, it may even fail, and that's okay. But the first step is not supposed to prove that we can finish. It is supposed to prove that we are willing to begin. Think about someone learning to walk. They don't stand up one morning and immediately run a marathon. They stand, they balance, they fall, they get back up, they take one step, then another. Eventually, movement becomes natural. One grows makes the same way. We don't become stronger by waiting until we are strong. We become stronger by repeatedly taking steps that changes us. One step compounds. Never underestimate one step can become when it is repeated. One page becomes a chapter. One chapter becomes a book. One workout becomes a routine. One routine becomes a strong body. One saved amount becomes savings. Savings can become capital. One video becomes a channel. One lesson becomes knowledge. One skill becomes an opportunity. One opportunity can change our direction. This is the power of compounding. We often look for dramatic transmission, but most meaningful transmission is quiet. It happens while nobody is watching. It happens when we choose to study instead of scrolling, when we choose discipline instead of comfort, when we choose to try again after failure, when we choose to take one more step even though nobody is applauding. Small steps become powerful when we refuse to stop taking them. What if we take the wrong step? But what if we take a step and discover that it was the wrong one? Then we learn. Not every step has to take us directly toward the destination. Sometimes a step teaches us what not to do. Sometimes the failure redirects us. Sometimes rejection prepares us. Sometimes a closed door forces us to search for another door. The important thing is that we don't confuse a wrong step with the end of the journey. We can adjust, we can turn, we can learn, we can begin again. A person who moves or who keeps moving has opportunities to correct their direction, but someone who never starts remains exactly where they are. So don't be terrified of taking an imperfect step. Be more afraid of allowing fear to keep us permanently still. The one step challenge. So here is our challenge. Before the day ends, take one step toward the life we want. Not 10, not 50, just one. If there is a book we need to read one page. If there is someone we need to contact, send a message. If there is a skill we need to learn, spend 10 minutes learning it. If there is a goal we keep postponing, do the smallest action connected to it. If there is something we need to apologize for, take the first step toward reconciliation. If we have been waiting to begin now. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about the entire journey. Don't worry about how many steps remain. Look at what is directly in front of us and ask, what is my next step? Then take it. One day, we may look back at our lives and realize something incredible. The moment that changed everything may not have been dramatic. It may have been an ordinary day, an ordinary decision, an ordinary movement when we simply decided, I'm going to take one step. That step may have looked too small to matter, but it started something. It created the movement. It created experience. It created confidence. It created one step and another, until one day we are standing somewhere we once only dreamed about reaching. So don't despise the beginning. Don't underestimate small progress. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the step. One step today, and another tomorrow, and another the day after. Because we don't change our lives by taking one giant leap. We change our lives by refusing to stop moving forward. Our future does not need us to have everything figured out. It only needs us to take the next step. So wherever we are right now, whatever we are facing, whatever dream is sitting inside us, take one step, just one, and let that one step become the beginning of everything. If this message spoke to us, subscribe to Henry Motivational for more movement, mindset, discipline, and powerful growth. And remember, we don't need to see the whole staircase. We only need the courage to take the next step.